5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync. Hello and welcome everybody to the TTV BrickFeed Podcast. I'm Jonathan Juan.
I'm Vonera.
I'm Eljay.
I'm Ven.
And I'm Purple.
No one else with the singing.
And this is BrickFeed episode 52.
Mardi Gras!
I'm so upset no one else sang.
Oh, you sang?
Yeah.
I was singing.
I mean, it wasn't
sing
great.
so often, it kind of just goes right through.
Sorry,
man.
I got
don't
distracted
know when
with
you're
all the
singing and
blood
not singing.
coming
It's
out
like,
of my ears. Oh, gosh.
like you're a freaking musical.
It's everywhere. Anyway.
Time is racing forward.
That's okay, bye.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Well, y'all trust you could get on American Idol. Or The Voice.
I
guess The
trust
Voice
he
is the
can
cool
get on
thing there.
American Idol.
This is the tale!
No, he can't.
Captain
Because
Jack
there's no more American
Sparrow!
Idol.
He'll make it.
so brave on the seven seas.
There's
Yep.
no more American
Mr.
Idol?
Google. Actually, that song is probably
No,
not
they canceled.
appropriate for our audience.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
no,
can
it's
we,
not.
Can we pull the plug in that?
Okay.
Thank you. So, welcome to BrickFeed, where we talk about Lego stuff. You guys have anything Lego related that you got recently?
Literally no.
Nope, but my cat, was sitting on my shelf and she freaking knocked over half my dragons, so that was fun.
Yay! Good thing you made that.
You
thing
should beat it.
for the dragons.
I got
No.
What?
I'm
What?
assuming it's a Michael Jackson reference, but I'm
No,
not
he's
sure.
just
It
telling you
actually,
to.
it actually wasn't, but now
It
it
actually
really
wasn't. He just was advocating animal abuse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
So,
Nice.
Straight face. That's exactly what I just did.
That's kind
Not
of
even a
like Var's
joke.
thing. He likes abusing animals.
I just like abuse.
Okay.
So speaking
and
of
we're
abuse,
going to be moving on from that.
I remember when.
Sometimes
when the,
I wonder why I try so hard to get you on podcast. And I'm like, man, we really need Var. And then sometimes I'm like, oh boy, that's a
maybe not.
it's strike two about 5 minutes in. So
It's like
Real
Var-
talk.
I remember when
I
the,
completely forgot we were doing the episode like this early today. So
Wow.
I wasn't asleep or anything. I was just like walking around my apartment, like getting things ready for my exam later today. And I'm just like, yeah, this is a nice, relaxed day. Nothing's going on. Went to use the bathroom, started hearing my phone ring, and I'm like, I'm getting a call, probably from some like debt collector or something stupid like that. So I just ignored
a debt
it.
collector.
You never know, man. Like, I get spam calls from the American Red Cross, for instance. They call me constantly. Okay, here's the thing, right? I will never donate blood ever again because these people will not leave me alone.
Don't you
Did
want
you
to be
donate
a
blood?
hero again?
I was a hero once, and I'll never do it again.
I can't do the donating blood thing.
So yeah, I heard my phone, and I was like, okay, cool. And I walked out, and I forgot about that my phone had ever rang.
nice.
And then I was like, you know what? It's been a chill day. I'm feeling a little tired. I might take a nap. So I go to my bed, and I pick up my phone to set the alarm, and I notice I've got 3 calls from Kahi, and I'm like, oh no, what happened? Oh gosh. And I immediately jumped to like worst case scenario, like, oh my god, did YouTube cancel our channel or something? Delete the channel? So I went over to like Slack, no messages, and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess nothing's going on then. So I start going back to bed.
Mother fudger.
And I was like, maybe I should check Discord. And I see like everybody in the recording channel at 12:24, and I'm like,
We've literally been calling you for like half an hour. And like, I know he's awake because he freaking sent a message like, an hour before the recording time, being just saying something on Discord. And I was like, so he's awake. He's not like asleep. You gotta let him know.
Yeah.
No, I
was awake,
had
yeah.
a similar issue because I woke up an hour before we were supposed to record the podcast, looked at the time, felt how tired I was, realized I've been asleep for 3 hours, and went right back to sleep. It's a
Nice.
miracle I'm here.
that was good.
So I actually
I was
did get a
literally
Lego set.
asleep. Okay, hey.
Okay.
All right, let's skip that, in that conversation.
No.
Okay.
I'm like,
Moving on.
man, shut up. No one cares about your sleeping schedules. We're here because of Legos.
I don't care
So-
about your Lego set.
Okay, you did not
Okay.
just say Legos.
Legos, Bionicles, Bonkles.
Oh, you are
Bonkles.
you're walking on eggshells. You're on thin ice, and I'm not
Aren't
sure
you?
why.
Thin eggshells.
Yo, dude, speaking of not Lego, one of the people, and I can't tell who he is because his name is like TTV memes. But in our live studio audience posted like this Mega Block set, and I'm like, whoa, that's awesome. Why doesn't Lego have handles on their boxes?
Oh yeah, I know, right?
To be honest, I think it looks kind of tacky, and that's not what I think about when I think about a Lego box. I don't think about carrying it places. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a playset.
probably
Where
because you
think
don't buy
about
enough
carrying
Legos.
it outside the store.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that'd be
I just
nice.
put it in the bag, man.
Okay, well, first of all, you say that as though every store gives you bags, but you gotta realize that Vin is on the West Coast where bags don't exist.
That is fair. That's
What?
fair. I didn't
Bags
think about
exist, but you gotta pay like freaking
You gotta pay, like,
25 cents for them. And
that.
it's
Yeah,
so
it's
dumb.
like a whole deal.
Dude,
They want to get
sucking
rid of
up my
plastic
money
and
for
pollution and stuff.
plastic.
So
literally every store here just hands you bags.
Yeah, I know.
It's
When
like
we
a-
were-
literally tons
I've
of
got a
plastic.
whole
We went
closet
to
filled
that
with them.
one Target in Virginia, and I bought something from there, and they handed me the bag for free. I was like blown away.
Dude, I know,
It's
right?
like, wait
It's
a
like
minute.
it's crazy.
I didn't pay for
You
the
can
bag.
actually,
What?
you can actually take like extra bags just to put in your like trash,
Yeah,
trash can or whatever.
they're
Yeah, see,
literally
I
that's
do
what,
all the time.
that's what we used to do until they implemented that law.
Yeah, I know.
But
I remember hearing about that a while back. Anyhow, so tell us about this Lego set you got.
it's really cool. There's two stormtroopers, and there's these I forgot what they're called, black troopers, but they're really nice.
That's racist.
The black troopers have some really nice printing on them. I prefer them over the stormtroopers.
But they're troopers.
Yeah.
Well, I like the black
troopers.
ones more than the white ones. How is that? Well,
Oh, nice. Good job. This is
Boy.
but anyway, yeah, they have really nice printing. The Walker's pretty cool
I'm an
too.
equal stormtrooperist. I like equal representation of my troops.
So where's the purple
Good,
ones
because there's
then,
two
huh?
black ones and two white ones.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Evened out.
Dude, this Walker looks like crap.
I like it, man. It's charming in
Kinda
person.
does.
Like, it looks a lot better in person. I think we can all agree things look just so much better in person than they do on
Not
the
you.
box.
Yeah. And promotional art.
Yeah, the promotional art doesn't do it any justice.
What,
it kind of looks
how-
like poo-poo on the cover art, but in person, it looks pretty good.
How much did you pay for this set?
How much did I pay for this set?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
$10, I think. 12.
Okay, a $10 set, maybe. Maybe it's not.
No,
that's
not too
I
bad.
don't-
You get
I don't
4
think it
minifigures.
was- I don't think
That's
it
what I'm
was
thinking.
that's
This
the
it seems like
$12.
more of like a minifigure pack than like a actual set.
Let me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That's why people like them.
yeah.
They can build
that is
armies,
why I
man.
picked it up. I wanted some of the new stormtroopers. I actually kind of did want the Walker too, because I just really like Star Wars Walkers. I picked up that ATST as soon as I could, even though it
How
was
much
like
was this again?
$40. But you know, I needed it.
I've always really liked the out of all the designs, the first trooper design, like the first order trooper.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, the
Yeah,
set
so-
was $14.99. So I spent
Ooh.
way more than $10. Nah, not really, but still.
Interesting, because I don't know how that really helps or detracts from the whole license sets cost more point.
It does have 112 parts, so it should at the very least be like $10 or $11 just based on
Yeah.
that. So the premium doesn't really add that much. Actually, I'm kind of surprised because there's 4 licensed minifigures here with like nice printing and all. Even the stormtroopers have leg printing now. It's really nice.
Yeah, no, the Star Wars minifigures have just increased substantially in quality in every conceivable way, shape, and form.
Yeah.
It's amazing, honestly. You go back and you look at the old ones and you look at the ones now. Night
Actually,
and day.
shoot. Speaking of the old ones, I'm gonna go grab an old one right now. You keep talking, you beautiful man.
Thank you.
I get to be called beautiful?
Hmm?
Can I be called beautiful too?
I'm gonna leave
I
that to
don't know,
purple.
can you?
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, middle school English teacher.
Nice. I
You
need you
take
guys
that.
to keep talking because I mentioned on the TTV podcast that I'd show off some of the designs for and I'm uploading them.
Wow. Okay.
What
wow.
was that sentence? I mentioned on the
Designs for the-
podcast that I would show off the. So anyway, I have.
Okay,
you never finished what you were talking about.
Okay, so yeah, when I don't have a lot of sleep, I'll tend to kind of like black out mid-sentence.
Oh, lovely.
Well, wow. Okay.
So
yeah.
you just you faint
I will-
for like a few
I will
seconds.
stop. I will completely lose track of what I'm doing.
He's actually done that before. He's literally done that before. He's blacked out on a recording session before and just like fallen asleep.
No, remember he fell asleep at that one BrickFeed episode, like early on.
Yeah.
I vaguely
No, you can
recall
actually hear
this.
you snoring in the background.
Yeah, you,
I don't
you totally fell asleep during the while you snored in that recording.
Weird. Huh.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know, 'cause
Almost
what-
like we heard you.
completely lose it. I will
lose it.
completely lose track of what I'm doing, lose track of what I'm saying. One time, I got up really, really early in the morning, and I was like taking dishes out of the dishwasher to put them in the shelves, and I blacked out on my way to a shelf and dropped 5 plates.
So
It
with
was
that
a-
said,
Oh.
what were you talking about?
Maybe
Yeah.
we should
Yeah.
see a doctor about that.
It's just because I get really, really tired. Anyway, I was talking about sig figs because I have been making a bunch of minifigures of everyone here, and I wanted to show them off. And now, as we finish talking about my weird sleep thing, I've got them.
You
Release
people
most of
talking
them.
about the sleep and the sleep patterns and all this.
I think it's called like sleep deprivation. It's like what's it called? Narcolepsy?
As
Isn't it
you mean,
narcolepsy?
as Prentice just posted in our live studio audience, yes, narcolepsy.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I was looking
Interesting.
at the news docket we have.
Well, it's very
Yeah, yeah.
rare, and it's only when I get up really early and I don't have enough sleep. So,
Is that
Okay.
Stormtrooper supposed to have like asymmetrical like leg designs? Is that like
You
on
know,
purpose?
I was wondering that myself.
Because I don't think that's usually how they look, right? Are these special Stormtrooper?
They don't. They don't. These are supposed to be Imperial troopers, but they don't have asymmetrical leg armor from what I know of them in the movies. But that being said, I mean, I don't know.
Prentice just said that they do have that, so I guess I'll take his word for
Dang,
it.
dude, what's with the caps lock? Like, lay off, bro.
Let me look at the Imperial stormtroopers.
Oh yeah, look at that. They do have that.
Wow, that's like hardly noticeable.
Huh?
Yeah, that
I
is
literally
weird.
never noticed that
that
before.
is such a minor. Why would they even do that?
No. I mean, like to be honest, I would if I remember back in the movies, they didn't have that. I've literally never noticed that before. That's actually it. Just looks kind of lame.
It's for
Honestly.
sniping purposes, apparently.
Yeah, but they don't have snipers. They have a normal blaster.
That's that's true. I don't know. Stormtroopers are dumb. I can't believe I've never noticed that before.
Yeah, same. I
Well,
honestly,
yeah,
I'm
I've
not
never noticed
usually
either.
staring at Stormtrooper knees throughout the entire movie, so I'm not
Well, maybe
surprised.
you
it's
should be.
like I feel like I've seen the Stormtrooper outfit enough to like have it memorized in my head, right, where I can like,
Right.
draw it, but I've never seen that before. It's crazy.
I mean,
Anyway.
to be honest though, like if you asked me what a stormtrooper looked like, I could get the helmet, I could get part of the armor. I would not have like thought it looked like a giant like bathing suit over this black exterior. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this photo now, and it's like it looks like this giant bathing suit with bathing suit with like a at the end. I don't know. Just
All right.
Just that's not how.
Yeah,
I
it looks
thought
like
the
a
armor
baby
looked.
onesie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, like when you put like a newborn baby in,
Yeah,
it's either
What
blue or pink.
what baby onesies are we talking about?
Here,
like
let me look it
normal
up.
baby onesies.
I don't know.
Normal
you usually put
baby
body
onesies.
armor on your baby.
What?
No, I mean like the shape of the body armor looks like Here, let me.
Now
get
you're
you
doing
a
it. No.
photo. Let me give you a photo, okay? Here, hold up. I'm working on it.
Speaking of
All right.
photos, once you get that, I finally uploaded the pictures. I'll get some better, higher quality ones for the actual video.
See,
Ones that don't look like poo
so you
poo.
guys said stormtrooper and bathing suit, and all I thought of was this.
Okay, listen, I haven't seen what you posted yet. Should I?
That doesn't
Well,
look like what they.
Oh, okay,
The
Where
that's
is
thing
fine.
above it is
Like, okay, you see that? Of like how it's like, it cuts off at the
No,
knees
What?
and stuff. You don't see it in the. I mean,
cuts off at the knees.
No, not the knees. Like, look at the stormtrooper armor, right?
Uh-huh.
Look at the stormtrooper armor. It has, with the black parts of like the under armor,
Oh,
and then it has the body armor.
I know.
It does look like a onesie,
Yeah,
right?
I kind of know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of looks more like a One Piece bathing suit, and if you guys make an anime reference, I swear to God.
That's what I said at the beginning. It looked like
I
a
wasn't
bathing
going
suit,
to. Now I want
Okay.
to.
Yeah.
One Piece didn't even occur to me.
Purple, I'm the only one that would make that, and I hadn't even thought about it because of my weird sleep thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, blame your sleep thing. Whatever, dude.
Anyway, post your minifigs, Eljay.
Okay, excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and these
So the
are...
stormtroopers still look pretty cool. I'm not gonna go ahead.
Thank you. Some of these are work in progresses, and some of them are done. So first of all, Var. And
I hate
his is done. Thank you, Var.
There's one thing
Is
that's
it
not
done?
exactly too accurate.
It's
about this.
It's as done as
Everything.
it can be.
Okay.
I can't get it any more done than this. Because your hair is not represented in Lego. Your hair is weird. It's very vertical.
None of
And-
our hair is really represented in the Lego, except for a couple of us.
Yeah.
Mine is.
Mine
Also,
is.
your facial hair is not really represented either, because this is very disconnected, but I felt that the facial expression worked enough. But that's far.
Oh, is that how you felt?
Nice.
So that's why you made him look crappy.
Wow, thanks. This is
JK.
Meso.
Yeah, it's
He's
adorable.
perf.
I'm
He's so
actually
perf.
very happy with how this one came out. Thanks to Ven for suggesting that hairpiece. That's Shaggy's from Scooby-Doo.
Okay, I was wondering where the hairpiece came from. That is actually that's decently accurate. It's got
Yes.
like a little beaver like swoosh.
Yeah.
He's never gonna
Because I
skip
just
that.
remember like Meso having really not thick, voluminous hair. I guess like that thing just looked puffy.
Sorry.
If there's
Yeah.
any
Yeah,
other
no,
word to
it looked.
describe
It was
Meso's hair,
really
it's
like
very
it was
puffy.
really out there. I get you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next up, this is the only one that I had no hand in designing. I just cobbled it together. This is Ven. This is completely his design. Totally his.
Hey, hey, hey!
And
Oh, that
it's
looks really crappy.
it's okay.
It's time to play.
I was gonna say it's perfect. These next few are
You're
gonna
right.
be a
It
little
is
bit.
perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
These next few are going to be a bit harder for people to kind of grasp because they're lesser seen cast members. This is Invictus, who's here occasionally and talks even less. This is a work in progress. The head and the hair is done. The torso and the legs are not.
It's funny because like the hair kind of looks like his hair, but at the same time, it's just a generic minifigure hair. So I'm
Yeah,
kinda torn.
It works.
That's all we can really do.
Oh, Mange is just a generic minifigure guy.
Next one is Fwef, and
I think people see Fleff a lot. I think people
They
see
haven't seen her with her hair, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah,
true.
she's-
You're right.
No,
No,
they've
not the
only seen her
haircut.
bald.
Exactly.
Did you give
Yeah.
her a Christmas sweater or something?
well, that is temporary. The torso is temporary. I've got a new one on
That looks
order.
better than what you had before.
It
Again,
does.
placeholder. But yeah, that's Fwef. I feel that the face is the best part about it.
She's
Because
the
it-
literally Tracer now.
I know. In before the Tracer comments,
Yeah.
her hair is really cool though. She got a.
She got that Kai hair.
Yep. I feel that hairpiece was very accurate to her new hairstyle. The next one, and nobody's gonna understand this. This is X.
It looks just like X.
Yeah.
It actually literally looks exactly like him. That smile,
Yep.
and like the blonde stubble. That's actually decently
That
accurate.
is-
I don't know how accurate the hoodie is though.
That is literally X.
The,
I
yeah,
haven't
the
seen
hoodies.
his face
Yeah,
in like
there's not much we can do
ages.
there.
So
Lego clothes suck. Unanimous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lego
yeah, there's
clothes
not a
are
lot of options when it comes to
garbage.
Lego clothes. There's mostly like suits.
They do costumes, you know. They do like
Yeah, they
and
do
then the collectible
costumes.
minifigures.
They do suits. They don't really have too many casual options. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, it's very frustrating. But
That being said, maybe they come with the giant, creator sets, the modular building sets. Maybe that's where all those are. We just don't get those.
yeah, that is honestly. Unfortunately, they're recycled quite often,
Mhm.
and that's something we can discuss in one of our news points today. Finally, Kai's.
swear to God, it has.
Yeah,
the
I know it.
Yeah.
It's
Nice hot
perfect.
legs, bro.
See, I'm actually very happy with how this one came out. I feel it is one of the most accurate. Specifically the torso piece. I actually think the torso piece is very, very accurate, especially if you look at our YouTube banner, because Kahi and I are kind of juxtaposed as both having plaid.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I was saying before, and I threw out all my stuff from like last year. So
But
I was looking at that. And I'm like, oh, I guess I did used to wear
John,
that.
you looked fine in that shirt or whatever.
Oh, thank you. But no, I threw it away.
No.
Nice.
I
I wish
feel like-
I wish I could just throw away my clothes.
Well, I just had like a bunch of clothes just like that didn't really fit me, that weren't like actually fitting. So I went with a friend and I spent some money and I got a new
Clothes are so
wardrobe.
expensive, man. Why would you just throw
Yeah,
that
I don't
away?
understand. I know your work schedule and I know what hours you actually work. How do you have that kind of money?
Well, I mean, that's not the only work I do. I do some freelance stuff. Freelance.
Yeah, man, you don't know everything about everybody. Get out of
still
here.
don't.
I design people's resumes.
I still don't
That's
believe
not
it.
something I really talk about on the thing. But
But yeah, I still have.
No, you're right. No, I don't actually have any clothes. I just walk around naked.
I did not need that visual. Really didn't need
I mean,
that.
hey, that's what I do.
I mean,
Yes,
you
that
can
was.
pull that
I'm
off.
just
No,
saying,
I
it's
don't
like,
know.
what do you mean, like, you don't believe it? I have clothes, so, like, at some point, you know,
That's
at some point, what I'm saying is true.
You don't-
I mean, like, throw it out. I basically send it over to my parents, so, like, quote unquote, throw it out.
but
What do you
I
want
still-
your parents to do with it? Are they like hand-me-downs for your parents so they can dress
No,
up
Or
like
he
I have
does
a
have a
brother.
younger brother.
I have
yeah.
a younger brother, so
oh, I
he's going to use
forgot.
the clothes.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
siblings.
there are more.
Yeah.
I just wear a loincloth everywhere I go.
Come
So
on, I don't.
I just wear a toga.
This was-
sometimes I only have a
Tolerable.
leaf.
I just wear pajamas all the time.
the hair is the hair's the one
What?
thing that you really can't work with, Eljay, when it comes to minifigures and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just like there's really no hair that looks exactly like mine does right now.
Now yours
really
was
hard
it was a mix up between a few options. It was either you were going to get the DC Cinematic Universe Superman hair, which I think you actually do have a sig fig that has that, or
Yeah,
it was
I
going to
do.
be this. And I went with this because usually you in most public appearances your hair is combed.
Yeah, it's not really like as like mopped up as the Superman one, but it's like more now. It's like kind of back, and it just looks real different. I was actually laughing that like the best one, the most accurate one, I guess. Here, let me copy this. Not really, but like if it was just like much more subtle. Was on the flamenco dancer. You see that like the swoosh that she had with like the going back up. Is not that pronounced at all. But like that, if they just like cut that down to like half that size, that would be actually pretty accurate.
Minifigure hair pieces are very difficult to work with. Obviously enough, I've made myself. I posted that to Twitter. The hair piece there is
Right.
really, it works very well. I'm working on purples. I have an order coming in for hers, and I think that's going to look really good. Despite Messo's,
Oh my gosh,
Contrary
Meso, I
opinions.
swear. He kept, like, I don't know the verb, chanting for LJ to use the wild style hairpiece. And then LJ sent me, like, this one hairpiece that is quite literally identical to the hair I have now. But even after I, like, said that it was identical and all that, Meso was still like, oh no, you should still use the wild style hairpiece. So I sent him, like, a selfie of
I
my
mean,
hair
if you
and
didn't
stuff. and it's
change
just
your
like-
appearance every other week,
yeah.
I don't change it every other week. I just draw myself differently from how I look. I've literally never had wild
Yeah,
style
but I mean,
hair.
okay, I will say this. The thing is that, like, most people, because you don't like to make, public appearances or you don't like to do things with your face all too much, their visual image of you is your drawing thing. So a lot of people, it's going to look like, wait a second, who is that?
I will
They're not
Yeah,
gonna
but
say,
even
recognize
then,
you.
I'm a
my
little bit
recent-
worried that you're going to change the color of your hair again.
I mean, I
because-
probably
She
will.
might.
I'm
She
going to be
probably
dyeing
will.
it when I go to Egypt.
Are you
see,
gonna pay
every
for
other
that?
week.
It's
you
not
gonna
every
pay
other
for-
week. It's like every 6 months.
Yeah, every.
It might as well be every other week. You know,
You're
the only
like,
times I
like
change
that
my
girl
hair.
from Scott Pilgrim. You know what I'm talking? What's her name? Ramona. How she like dyed her hair a different color. Like
Who?
there's
Yeah,
a character
I
in
thought
this
Ramona
comic,
and Scott
or
Pilgrim.
comic book.
Yeah.
Okay.
She dyed her hair
Well,
differently. That's it.
Also, I don't think.
it's Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, purple.
You
You're
could've
gonna have
just
to
said
pay
that.
for that new sig fig.
That's what I
hairpiece.
said.
No, you
You
didn't.
guys are talking over me.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't pay for
I
it.
also can't really make Takuma. Takuma, if you're listening to
Takuma
this,
looks like a freak.
I'm sorry, but Takuma he's Frankenstein's stick figure. I don't understand how to make him a minifigure because he's got a goatee, he's got glasses, he has little to no hair on his head. That's not represented in a minifigure.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
that's
him with
interesting.
glasses on.
I can't think of like the Trevor look, you know what I'm talking about from Grand Theft Auto 5.
So, like, Juanan just posted a poster of Kahi Pilgrim versus the World. Does this mean that everybody at the top is one of Purple's exes?
Wait, what?
Man, Greg Parsty, huh? You really,
Greg Parsty and Merlin Mann?
I don't know anything about the series.
Wow.
What?
Oh no. Yeah,
Anyway.
hopefully next week
Okay,
I
I should
will
really
have them all done.
redraw the cast page art because like my hair hasn't looked like that for over a
That's
year.
why
in
Messa
ages,
wants me
right?
to use the wild style hair because that is
Yeah, 'cause
your
that looks like
iconic.
But I
look.
also haven't drawn my hair like that in over a year either. So
I
it's
know.
like
Trust me.
Yeah, but
I
it's
know.
also what everybody like associates with you.
It's
because what
iconic
it's
for
used
you.
and everything,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's
Right.
like the red
Yes.
plaid for me. It's the same deal.
since when has that ever been iconic?
It's
Okay.
really not.
I just said for me.
like I understand that like you want to be associated with that, but
I am associated with that.
Like,
This is
I
because you
understand
say
you
it all
want to
the
be
time.
associated with that, like how Purple wants to be associated with her new hair, but it's just not gonna happen, bro.
It already has happened.
No,
There's-
it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No.
Yes,
I
it
mean
does.
apparently it doesn't if like this is
What do you-
the thing.
Isn't there-
Purple, I'm going to tell you this right now. Go look at the banner of our channel that you drew. What am I wearing?
red plaid because
didn't
you asked for
specifically
that?
request that? Yeah.
Yeah, you did
I have
specifically
red
request that.
plaid there.
Honestly,
I
I
have
mean,
red-
like, I feel like you tried to do the Hawaiian shirt thing, like, just too
Yeah,
much.
the
right?
Hawaiian shirt
That's
is
like-
more
that's-
your thing.
What?
Yeah,
No way.
that's your thing.
Plaid is my thing.
It's that way. No, buddy. Blue plaid.
Oh, yeah.
Blue plaid is your thing.
I haven't seen you enough to associate you with plaid.
Red versus blue plaid.
You will.
Yeah, honestly,
You'll
I
see
haven't
me every
either.
day
I
pretty
think-
soon.
I've worn blue plaid up
I'ma wear
until for every
plaid
TTV appearance up until like Brick
When
Fair.
I see you again, I'm gonna
Here's-
wear plaid to bed.
You know, I like to think that I've got a varied wardrobe like a normal person, and I'm not a Scooby Doo character that wears the same thing every single day.
Yeah, no, I can't relate. I wear hoodies literally all the time.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
I
that's
got
'cause you're
I got a
freak.
ton of different colors.
Yeah.
Purple, you're a special individual who
That's the definition for freak.
I do have a varied wardrobe. I just have like favorite stuff, I guess, that I like to wear.
Yo, what about Lego? Are we going to talk about some Lego?
Oh
All
yeah,
right,
we were
let's-
I got
technically talking
jump
about
back into
Lego
this.
and
Legos too.
accuracies and stuff.
Audience, back me up in the comments.
All right,
please.
guys, you guys ready to start talking about Ninjago?
let's do it.
What?
Let's move on to our news docket actually, because we actually have some Ninjago stuff to talk about. We actually have a lot of news today as opposed to last week, which is crazy because we spent the whole time talking about minifigures. And we're not even close to our news. So the first thing that we have are Ninjago movie set information. Essentially, this is like information that we have about the upcoming sets. No surprise. All the prices and stuff are listed. The Brick fan had a bunch of information from it. Essentially, it goes through all the minifigures we'll be getting. Obviously enough, we have sets of all the 6 ninja. You know, that was to be expected. But we actually have some characters that we weren't really expecting. Biggest being Ed and Edna are confirmed to be with the Lightning Jet.
I was so excited when I saw their names on like
They're
the
back from
list
the
thing.
dystopian
It's like, oh my
future,
gosh.
where the world is
Oh, shut up.
Australia.
Who's Ed and
What?
Edna?
They're
Jay's parents. They're
Ah.
technically exclusive to the TV show because, like, I don't think they've been in any sets ever. So,
They have not.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe so. So that's really cool.
Yes.
And mostly like we have the names before. We know there's a Destiny's Bounty set. We know there's a Temple set. They're gonna be big. I believe we also know there's gonna be a City set as well. I don't want too much information about that. But the Destiny's Bounty comes with all the Toa.
all the
all the
Toa.
Toa?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
In fact,
You know,
did you know what
I
I'm
didn't
talking
even
about?
like realize that was a misspeak or whatever until
Yeah.
someone I was just
Did
like,
you say
yeah,
Mystique?
I'm tired.
I
Okay,
didn't
shut
even
up.
realize that was a Mystique.
I said misspeak.
Destiny's Bounty comes with all of them plus Woo, and then all of the Ninja and Garmadon.
I was literally just about to woo as well.
You guys, one track mind. Jungle Garmadon is in a temple of the ultimate weapon.
Jungle
is that like a-
Garmadon. I hope
Is
that's
that a
typo, but
is that a typo or is that in like the actual thing? Because I could see that in a Lego
I would
Lego
expect
movie having
it
the
to be the
ultimate
actual
weapon.
name. because, Garmadon would sit there going, this is the ultimate weapon. So,
Yeah, no,
It's
that's
true.
totally a Lego movie joke. The
Yeah,
ultimate
exactly.
weapon. Yeah, that's totally what it's gonna be.
I
Yeah.
like how they like just completely ditched the mega weapon thing and they're like, no,
I
it's
mean,
the ultimate.
we don't know.
ultimate
That might be the same thing.
Oh,
I know. I'm
Yeah,
just saying. I
swear
just need a name. That's what I'm saying. It's not called the mega weapon anymore.
It doesn't matter.
if this weapon ends up looking like the mega weapon, I swear to God, I will be so annoyed.
Why would you be so annoyed?
You get annoyed by a lot of things.
You
I'm
get annoyed
always
by
annoyed,
things
Ben.
that you really shouldn't get annoyed by.
Yeah.
It's because the mega weapon had a role to play in possibly the worst
Yeah.
plot point of the Ninjago TV show.
Kind of salty about that, but
The entire Ninjago community is really salty about that. The whole time travel thing, that's the mega weapon's fault. So
well, I don't know if the entire community is, but
most of them are, I think. They should be at least.
So there are references to other characters here that I don't recognize, and I'm not completely
Yeah.
caught up with the show, but I
They're
feel
not
like they
in
aren't
the
recognized
show.
by anyone too.
yeah, no,
Oh,
Lauren,
yeah, a lot of them are new
Henry,
characters.
I don't know
Lauren
those
Henry,
people.
I don't know who they are. They're included with the
Shenley,
fire mech.
Charlie.
So okay,
No.
here's one thing I'm wondering.
Ham.
Since Ed and Edna are included with Jay's set, what if Lauren and Henry are like Kai's parents?
Ed and
something.
Those
Edna.
are weird. That'd be so weird name wise, because Lauren and Henry are like really basic names, and you have Kai. It's like
Kai and Nia, you know?
yeah, it's like did they watch too much anime or something? Or
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I met a girl named Akira
Akira.
who literally was named because her dad like was watching the anime right before she was born. And named her Akira.
Wow, that's
No
actually
joke.
how I got my name. My mom was watching a particular movie, and she just liked the name.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I have a friend and his daughter's name is Sora. So
Zoro, like
Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
oh Sora. Okay. I thought you said sorrow for like sorrow for a bit, and I was like, wait a second.
Alright,
I'm
but yeah.
actually kind of reconsidering that whole typo mention because it says here in the descriptions on this website the green ninja mech dragon, which is misspelled green ninjao mech dragon, and the sets include Charlie, Garmadon, Wu, and the Green Ninjago.
Woo!
The Green Ninjago.
So I'm actually not 100% sure about that whole ultimate
That is
weapon
interesting.
thing.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe because they do reference him as Lloyd Garmadon. Maybe like what if the Green Ninja is actually a separate entity in this one?
The Green
You know, like the
Ninjago?
one we. Oh, I mean, like we saw the Green Ninja in the original Lego form in the Lego movie. So like, who knows?
but
It might be a completely different character, even though the behind the scenes said it was Lloyd. So
Wow.
we've seen Lloyd as the Green Ninja already though.
He's talking
I know.
about in the Lego movie universe because, yeah.
it's the same universe,
Oh,
but
okay. So you're saying that the Green Ninja from the
Lego
movie
movie.
is different than
Yeah.
the one in the Lego. Okay.
Yeah.
because
The Lego Ninja
what's
movie.
his name? Vitruvius only refers to him as the Green Ninja, not necessarily. He could be like the ninja
Well,
before
the-
Lloyd or something.
The issue isn't with the Green Ninja,
Oh.
it's that they call him the Green Ninjago.
Yeah, no,
Don't
I
they
got what you were talking about. I'm
have-
just
Have they
Talking
ever
about someone
referred to
else.
him as like Lloyd Garmadon on like the set boxes or anything though?
Just Lloyd.
No, okay.
for the Lego movie.
Yeah.
I don't know actually. That's a good question.
mean,
I
they
know like
refer
there's
to
a
him as-
behind the scenes thing where like Chris Pratt's there and then the director introduces him to the Green Ninja, who's the same Green Ninja we saw in the movie, and calls him Lloyd Garmadon. So
Okay.
but that's behind the scenes and not really canon. And then again, what is really canon in the Lego movies?
I find it interesting that we're getting a Lego Juniors set for this.
it kind of makes sense for
Really?
me.
I mean, I know they
I
already
actually didn't
have
know
them.
about that.
It's just I didn't anticipate that. It took me off guard.
What if like what if like the ninjas are like elemental gods who like bestow the title of Green Ninja onto like new people?
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad guy, bad.
All right, let's go back to our news docket and talk about some more information we got about another line, Justice League.
Justice
League.
There are slight spoilers here for the movie, possibly. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if it's a spoiler, but if you are wary of that,
Pretty sure it's a spoiler.
yeah. If you're wary of that, then you will jump to the timestamp listed in the description. That being said, Justice League, information on the sets came out. The big deal, of course, is that we have Superman in one of the sets. So if you didn't, for some reason, if you didn't guess that Superman wasn't dead at the end of Batman v Superman, guess what? He's not dead. They wouldn't kill their main character off. Or if the fact that they announced Man of Steel 2 didn't kind of clue you in that Superman may not be dead. He's not dead. He's coming back for Justice League.
Not Man of Steel. It's never mind. I can't think of it.
That was a waste of time.
Nice.
Good job.
Yeah. Good job.
I'm glad that you started your joke without thinking of the conclusion.
It's freaking Tetsu from My Hero Academia, the Steel guy.
What a weeb.
I am the only one that's going to get that. Again.
Yeah, you actually get my reference.
Yeah.
We also have confirmation that Steppenwolf is in the movie. Obviously, we got the rest of the characters: Aquaman, The Flash, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Batman.
I'm really excited because we are finally getting a DC-related set that doesn't have Batman in it. It only took us to go underwater to get one.
Right. It's how long did it take? There were a couple back in the day. There was the Lex Luthor set.
They're so
that
few and far between. It's
with
just
Superman, Wonder Woman. But yeah, I'm actually really glad that Wonder Woman right now, not Wonder Woman, the Aquaman set is $19.99, which is great because I really like that minifigure. I want to get that minifigure. I don't want to pay out my nose to get it. So
pay up your
right
nose.
now, if you pay $129, you'll get Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Batman, and Superman, as well as Steppenwolf. We've gotten those characters elsewhere. The Cyborg minifigure is going to be different, but honestly, I'm not too interested in Cyborg as a minifigure. So there you go. That is the listings that we have for Justice League at the moment. Only 3 sets for a movie. They used to do a whole line for a movie. Remember that? Where they used to do a whole wave dedicated to one movie.
I don't know if they ever really did that for DC stuff, but for Marvel movies, occasionally they do it. Both Avengers had a bunch of sets, and
yeah, the Avengers were the big ones, of course.
Iron Man 3 did.
Isn't Spider-Man Homecoming only getting 2 sets?
Just 2. Yeah.
And Wonder Woman's only getting 1. Which is interesting because it's coming out a month.
You didn't expect that?
Apparently nobody likes Wonder Woman.
Wait, did you not expect that? It's in the name. Wonder Woman.
Shut up! That wasn't even close to being funny.
I wish you had just gone back to sleep before getting on the podcast.
I do too. Go away.
What is that?
Why would you do that?
Good grief.
Purple finds
think
funny.
for
I stayed up until 6 a.m. last night.
I know. I was I gotta go to bed. I was dying, and you're like, haha, I'm chipper and awake, and I can stay up for hours. And you did.
What is wrong with you people?
What is wrong with you? I don't know.
Ever.
That's
do
the
that
voice that
again.
you sound. That's what you sound like to me. Exactly what you sound like.
My voice
In my
sounds
head.
higher pitched to you.
Yeah, it sounds.
Did you not just hear the noise that you literally just made in reaction to his voice?
Yeah, good
It was
point.
higher pitched than that.
I mean, I was laughing, so it's different.
You're not
You're
allowed
always
to laugh,
laughing in my head.
apparently. No one is.
You laugh,
Okay.
you lose.
You're allowed to laugh. I'm just saying you're acting like it's a big surprise that he expected you to sound really high pitched.
Guys, I want to talk about the next thing.
I really want to talk about the next thing too. Let's move on to item number 3, more Ninjago stuff. These are actually costumes from the store Disguise.
Time
And
to
they have high quality
cosplay.
images of official costumes and accessories for the Lego Ninjago movie. And boy, these are a treat, let me tell you.
Oh boy.
So here, you click the link. I'm going to give the link so everyone can see and play along here. Boy. The best thing, honestly, the best thing that is coming out of this for me is the giant minifigure hands that are gloves, like boxing glove minifigure hands. Those look so impractical.
When are these coming out?
That's a good question. I don't
Is it
know.
before Brick
hands.
Fair?
That's what I'm. I see.
They
Probably
will definitely be out before Brick Fair if they're sending us high quality images now. So
The masks are okay.
the masks are actually pretty good. They're the best parts of this. I feel like they're pretty accurate.
Yeah.
They have a little elemental symbol on the bandana that we can actually get a good look at now.
Oh, gross. The classic costumes are disgusting.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about this. So the classic, we have the jumpsuits, which are just they're
like the
Normal
ninja cosplay.
suits,
they're
yeah.
they're regular ninja costumes to the fact that you probably wouldn't recognize that they're from Ninjago. Honestly, if I saw a kid walking around in that, I would have to look twice. But the classic costumes are a torso and the actual like Lego minifigure looking head and the gloves. And they look pretty interesting.
By interesting, he means horrific.
Oh my lord, the prestige costumes.
Listen, we're gonna get to that. Let's go down classic. The thing that really actually looks off-putting to me is Cole's armor or Cole's classic like costume, because it kind of looks like he has a dress essentially.
I mean,
or sorry, that's not Cole, is it? Is that Nia?
who are you talking about? What?
That might be
yeah,
Nia.
which one are you
If
talking
there's
about?
curves on the slide, then yeah, that's Nia.
Okay, all right.
One
that
in the
might be
bottom
Nia.
left?
Then that
Yeah, that's Nia.
makes sense. Yeah,
My
you're right.
gosh. You're like,
I'm like,
it's
sorry,
kind of like it looks like a girl.
That's my bad. I was thinking like because it's like a gray like blackish costume. I was thinking of Cole.
He's right next to
saw it.
her. You can.
Yeah, but like he's got a lot of yellow on it. Cole in the show doesn't really have that much yellow on him, you know.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
then-
goodness.
No, that one's Nia. See,
Yeah, but who did you think that was?
Well, like yeah, no, I thought the blue one was Nia just off because I was like,
Oh,
she's,
you mean the
she's
one
water,
next
right?
to Kai? Yeah.
Yes, the one next to Kai.
The blue one.
Okay, so
It's okay.
anyway, yeah, these
They actually
costumes
should.
are.
They actually, I mean, shouldn't they like change colors? I feel like Nia's more fits lightning, and then like Jay's more fits water.
I
You look
mean,
at those,
Yeah, as
their
far as colors go.
Yeah,
we're also BIONICLE
right.
fans, so
that's fair. All right, let's move on to deluxe. I mean, it's not like BIONICLE fans are the only people that think that water's blue. To be fair.
it's
But okay. Deluxe has the pants. The pants are interesting.
That's literally
they
the only
are,
difference too. It's just like
yeah,
Same costume with pants. Nice.
yeah.
essentially that's it. Deluxe just gives you
Now,
a
prestige.
prestige though.
Oh man, they
this
really.
is where the magic happens. Look at those
I'm
legs.
buying one.
okay.
They literally all look like Woody legs because they're they have to like match a human proportion.
It's so gross
I
looking.
I want us to
No.
get these and wear them to Brick Fair.
Why would
Can
you
you
want
imagine
that?
all of us freaking standing in front of the Washington Monument in these costumes? They probably cost a lot too. They're
That'd be
probably like 100
hilarious.
some, honestly.
I
No
wouldn't be
way.
surprised.
Like I have to wonder, do these come in adult sizes? Because if not,
Doubt it.
like everyone but you, Kahi, will be like totally out of a costume.
Well, I mean, I feel like I'd be the only one who wouldn't be able to fit in them.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean,
Nah,
the kid
nah.
sizes. Fluff is like essentially as tall as I am.
She's taller than you.
She's slightly taller.
She's noticeably taller than you. She contested this the
Not-
entire
not-
time.
she's. I don't think noticeably.
She's pretty small too.
Yeah,
I mean,
like even by her own standards, she says she's about by 5, maybe 5'4", and I'm 5'3". So it's like at the very least, it's like maybe
Yeah,
an inch,
that's not even
but
noticeable. Get out of
it's
here.
not noticeable. Come on.
I don't know.
You're just a hater.
Thank you, Ben.
You hater.
You're
Get outta here.
also very short.
Wow.
I'm like the only
Okay,
tall
wow.
person
Someone's
here.
just making enemies today.
Yeah.
Listen, you've insulted my plaid rain.
What,
There's not
what
a rain
plaid
there.
rain?
What
Rain,
plaid rain?
plaid.
My red
where you
red
are?
plaid. Red
That's kind of
plaid.
confirmed.
Clarification. Red plaid.
Confirming.
What plaid rain though? What?
I like how you added the red plaid as though it changed it.
Yeah, it's like, no, that changes exactly what you're saying. Oh, red plaid.
Listen,
Yeah, no,
wait,
you
wait,
totally
wait,
have
Red
that.
plaid rain.
When we talk about how we look, you know, iconic wise, there's Var, you have you, Ven, you have you, and I have red plaid.
And you
What?
look stupid.
You can't even name what they're iconic for?
No,
What is that?
no,
What
I
is?
can't.
That's they're not iconic then.
See, it's okay, LJ. Here's how it actually is. Okay, you have you. I have me with plaid.
No.
Simple as
I
that.
think we've missed a couple of steps
What
here,
is
buddy.
this conversation?
I don't know. Why are you so concerned with having plaid? It's not even that great
I'm not
of a.
concerned with having all the plaid. Don't get me wrong.
He's just he's
I like
so
how you have to
self-conscious
specify.
about the plaid.
Listen, again, the people in the comments, they can back me up here. On the message boards, they can back me up.
No,
They
Did you
understand.
bribe
Back
them?
you up with what?
no, your thing is the mask.
And
Your
the
thing
red
will always
plaid.
be the mask.
Oh, I want a mask. Hey, Var, remember when I wanted you to make me a mask?
Hey, Purple, remember when we were friends?
Oh.
Oh.
That was
Well-
also a long time ago.
Oh.
Dang.
Everyone's making all sorts of enemies today, huh? He's going all out. I went to the official website, can't find the prices for these costumes, which is what I was like spending this entire time stalling to do. No, I can't find the plaid there either because it's not in the costume. So.
It's on our TTV channel.
I'm just kidding, Purple. We're totally friends.
Now, speaking of plaid,
Oh boy.
the next thing
Yeah.
on the news docket has a plaid minifigure in it.
It does actually. Eljay claims they rip off him. I think that Eljay is
I
kind
made
of
a
generic,
comment.
but
Made a comment on this on Twitter, and see, it's not just the red plaid because there are many figures that have had red plaid before. That set that Kahi
Right.
bought
I mean,
right after
obviously,
Quiz.
What's that?
I
You
bought
got
it.
your
You're
shirt.
unoriginal?
No, hang
news
on.
to me.
I'm getting to this. So the minifigure in question, it's I guess a father. They mention
It's
it in
a
the press
father?
release.
you are the father.
So the
You're my
minifigure,
sister.
nobody
get that joke.
understands.
Yeah,
No one's ever gonna get this. Go on. All right.
So the
finish what you're
minifigure
saying, Eljay.
has red torso with a plaid print, olive pants, and brown hair, dark brown hair. And my sig fig has olive pants, plaid red shirt with plaid pattern on it, and dark brown hair. And so I made the comment on Twitter that I'm onto them. Okay, listen, there's a
Who wore it
conspiracy,
better?
and I will crack it open. I know Lego's
Like
doing this
an
intentionally.
egg.
It has to be. There's no other alternative other than they are ripping us
So the
off.
carousel set is actually pretty neat. It's got
Right.
like all these.
It just got
things.
like general generic people you would see everywhere
Hashtag
that someone just
Lego Gate.
happens to align himself with. it's in a plaid shirt and cargo pants.
Listen, man.
Gee willikers, didn't realize your iconic design was
know
being
it.
stolen.
I even had the timestamps, okay? It's the same month. It's too coincidental. They're on
You
there.
could Photoshop
They're
those, you
watching
don't know.
I love how you're like, yeah, the same month because Lego just came up
They're
with and developed
in
and
this
produced the
call
set in
right
1 month.
now, listening. Okay,
Why are we having
They
this
have
conversation?
app Lego operatives in the call.
There's
All
a
right,
flamingo
so-
in this set.
Oh yeah,
Listen,
Play-Doh.
Flamingo, there's a swan, there's a.
Oh, is there a
You guys
dragon?
are even
'Cause they're
in the
totally
set.
ripping
Look,
me
it's
off.
the grandma with the camera. She's in blue plaid.
Dude,
It's
one
like-
of the minifigures has a hot dog. This set is perfect.
I love the way you said that. You're just like so content. Like the set is perfect.
I want it.
It's a good. It's
but
a good
it's
set.
so pricey though.
It is expensive though. It's $200.
Yeah.
Too freaking $100. I can't afford that.
Feeling bad for those Canadians, man. Because
Your
look,
face feels bad.
they gotta pay like an extra $50 for this set. Poor Canadians.
So in this world, I'm assuming that like the set description says it comes with a dad, a mom, a boy, a girl, a grandmother, and a granddaughter.
Where'd Grandpa go?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know where the grandfather is. Actually, initially, I thought the grandfather was the guy, like, operating the ride. I'm like, man, he can't give his grandchildren free rides? What a stingy old person. It's like, you can see she's paying, like, the dad's paying money to do it. But I guess, no, grandpa's no longer in the picture. Rest in peace, grandpa. And they're just having a good old time on the carousel.
See, I think this is a phenomenal set. If I had a lot of money and some space, I would totally pick this up.
Same.
I am a little bit concerned. Some of the animals' eyes worry me.
Like which ones?
It looks
I
so
just posted
sad.
that the tiger looks really sad.
Aww.
And
maybe
feel
he,
so
maybe
bad
because he
for
got
him.
killed and
Depressed.
impaled and
Oh.
have kids ride on him for the rest of his life.
so
Whoa.
does the frog.
Oh boy, that frog.
Aw.
That frog looks
And-
like
They all look like they're in pain.
Look, so does the elephant.
Save me! Free me from my suffering!
They should have just
Jeez.
turned the eyes like upside down or like normal, so the
Well,
part
that's-
that's like being closed goes underneath.
Yeah,
which I'm
that's
the point of the
assuming
elephant.
is like
some of them.
I
some
think the
of
elephant
them
works
do.
alright because half of it is like capped off.
they
by
all
the,
look like the
ear.
United
Like-
States during the 1930s. Depressed.
So some of them
the
do
swan
that
looks
purple.
fine.
Like, look at the swan. It looks happy. It's
that neck is
glad to be
cool.
there.
That is a cool neck.
I think even the flamingo does. Yeah, the
Oh,
flamingo's
I
the
love
same way.
flamingos.
Like,
All the birds are happy.
I'm
so am
sure
I.
that makes you happy, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, see, yeah, that just proves that the only solution is just to like turn their eyeballs upside down.
Yeah, not
yeah,
really.
exactly.
Then they'll all be happy. I don't know what the elephant is feeling.
I don't know either.
Discontent.
sad.
I'd assume.
These are all really cool brick builds. though.
I'm
I feel like
okay
they're-
with this.
In terms of like actual builds, are very nice. They're very compact. Apparently, they will all move up and down as well. All the animals
I would
will,
love
and you
to
can like turn a
get this
crank.
thing motorized.
Yeah, you can actually. They do specifically mention you can motorize it with the Lego Power Functions medium motor and the AAA battery box. So you got to buy that separately. It doesn't come with the set, but you can motorize this if you want to, which is actually pretty cool. All right, we're gonna let's see. I'm gonna skip some things in the news docket real quick. Hey, real quick, this episode of the BrickFeed Podcast is brought to you by Patreon.com/the TTV channel. Join our Patreon and join our live studio audience in the chat that you see here on the screen.
Yay.
Okay, so I'm gonna mention like two more things before we wrap up. The first one is Minecraft Moments. This is a message that got sent out to everyone on the LAN, the Lego Master Network. Essentially, what they're doing is that they're wanting people to share their stories in Minecraft, and then they will have that story we created in Lego Stop Motion. They actually link a video. I'm going to link to it here. It's called Minecraft Moments with Captain Sparkles. Captain Sparkles, a very famous YouTuber who does Minecraft stuff. He tells a story of him building a house in Minecraft, and they actually animated it pretty well, honestly, to like his story and what he's saying. And so what they're doing that with other kids too. They will select the best stories and reward the 10 best stories with the newest Lego Minecraft set, signed by the designer. So the video is going to be, your video has to be about 2 minutes long. Also, you have to be between the ages of 13 and 18.
Darn it. I'm 11. I can't enter this.
Dang it, I'm 18 and a half. I can't do it.
Darn it all! Honestly, I'm going to enter
that's-
this. I have a great story.
Well, you know,
that
I think
I recount.
I wonder if there's no way to verify that. If you're over the age of 13, I guess you can kind of just.
Well, that was
go
a
for
hotly
it.
contested point of discussion way back when people were arguing over one of Lego's BIONICLE contests, because there is no way to validate the age of anybody who joins.
Well, I mean, it's all for their legal protection. I feel like they just want over the age of 13
is.
to be.
It
Actually,
absolutely is.
okay, so I feel like, all right, I'm looking here. It says if you're in between the age of 13 and 18, they ask your parents on a document approving your video to be shared. That doesn't mean that you can't be over 13 in order to do it. That actually might be kind of cool. I was mentioning off air before the podcast aired that it would actually be kind of fun if we had people from TTV tell like our Minecraft stories from like the faction wars and all the stuff.
Well, yeah, that's what I want to do. So
LJ.
dibs.
Yeah.
Battle. The massive battle.
If you can shorten it to under 2 minutes, it'd be great.
Absolutely.
I like
Make
the
it
format.
fantastic.
I like the format they have with the Minecraft moments. Like, I would love to see that happen for like the TTV animated adventures or that version. You know, we're telling a story on the podcast and someone animates that. Like they do with the RTAA. I actually really like how they did that. It's a cool format. So you should check that out and also enter if you want.
So you just have to be 13 or older. If you're outside of the 13-18 age bracket, you can still... Well, yeah, of course. Captain Sparkles is there. They have to.
Yeah, that's true. They obviously Captain Sparkles is a like a media influencer they're using for this, but they do ask that you speak English and you record your video in landscape mode.
Meso,
and that's important. If you don't, you should feel bad because that is an egregious sin.
Yes.
That should never be
Okay,
done by
that's
anybody
I
unless
swear.
Snapchat, unless you're doing something for Snapchat.
we
I guess.
have somebody who's awful that records vertically.
I hate that.
He runs the TTV podcast.
We talk about it.
We don't know
talk
how
about
he
it in
lives.
the vlogs. We talk about it in the vlogs where he's filming it one way, and I'm like, turn it sideways.
Yeah, we talk about that when I'm
The
eating
dude's a
those
barbarian,
awful
man.
chips. Okay, I'm convinced he grew up in a cave. Like, phone?
He grew up in a cave.
That would explain why he hasn't seen any movies.
Scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, I'm gonna enter
next.
this.
Yeah, that's a
win.
cool thing there. And finally, the last thing we're going to talk about, images that were just released, images for the Thor Ragnarok sets. Now, Thor Ragnarok is
These
the Marvel
sets
movie
suck.
coming out in November.
Oh gosh.
Long story short, they're not that great.
Yeah, these are awful sets.
These
Not
are pretty
a lot
bad.
of people like these.
The superheroes line is not really seeing a great year this year.
Yeah, what's going on with the superhero sets this year? They're
I
really,
have no idea.
not-
Like
not
even like
awesome.
the Homecoming sets don't really interest me all too much. Wonder Woman right now is honestly the only set that like has my interest.
I'm interested in Homecoming. Homecoming,
regard.
I think
I want the
actually
homecoming sets.
they're smaller sets, but that being the case, they are much better. honestly. It's these larger sets that seem to be getting the boot, because Ragnarok is a very weird movie. It's got a lot of bright, vibrant colors, and unfortunately, while that translates well into a movie, it doesn't in Lego sets, because Lego doesn't have a muted palette.
I don't really mind the
like it
Battle for
can, but-
Asgard set too much. I think
Yeah,
it is the
Battle for
vehicle
Asgard
that kind of
isn't
throws
bad.
it off a little bit, but
Battle for
vehicle
Asgard
is
is
interesting.
easily the better of the two. We
But,
also
oh
get
my
our
goodness,
first
the
Bruce
arena.
Banner set, minifigure. Darn it.
Oh, it is our first Bruce Banner set,
Well,
technically.
technically, any set with the Hulk in it's our first Bruce Banner set, but this is our first Bruce Banner minifigure.
well, yeah.
But yeah.
Well, it's not any, just the first one would be the first one. Anyhow, hey, yeah, we got Valkyrie too. We're like, I guess that's confirming that she is actually going to be in this movie, which is kind of cool. And of course, Hela with her awesome headdress is here as well. They have the, I don't know, the set looks okay. I don't hate it, but I'm not a huge fan of it either. Thor, of course, in this one, noticeably missing his hammer. So what are you going to do with that?
Yeah, Hammer's
Actually,
not in either set.
Hammer is not in either set, which is, I mean, if you looked at the trailer, you know that the hammer gets destroyed, so that is not really a spoiler. But, you know, just in case you're wanting to get that in this one. Now, the one thing that stood out to me as a comics fan for Thor vs. Hulk Arena Clash is that there's the Grandmaster, there's Loki. Loki's there, too, for, you know, whatever reason. And Hulk and Thor are battling it out, and then they have a guard. And they purposely named this guard a Sakarian guard, which is really noticeable if you know anything about comics or know anything about Planet Hulk, because, you know, for a long time, people have been like talking that
Good job.
Thor Ragnarok was going to incorporate Planet Hulk. This is confirmation that Planet Hulk is going to be a part of Ragnarok, because in the original comics, Hulk got sent to a planet named Sakaar, and that's where he like spent most of his time. And then like he was going to marry this one girl, and then the Avengers ship blew up and killed her, and then he went back to Earth and killed, like, smashed everybody. World War Hulk.
Yeah,
It was a total
because
deal.
the confirmation wasn't the giant Hulk in battle armor. It was Purple Dude.
Well, I mean, the giant Hulk in battle armor, that wasn't a part of Planet Hulk. Like, essentially, like, the Hulk in battle armor and him fighting Thor, that's not in Planet Hulk at all. So, obviously, you know, it's like, it could be a homage to Planet Hulk, but we didn't actually know they're carrying that storyline. Now we know they are, in some regard, because it is on Sakaar. They're taking that name from the comics and actually using it for stuff. So,
I feel
and
like
Hulk is marooned there after being on the Quinjet, etc., etc. So,
I feel like we've known about this. I don't. Maybe it's just because I do look at spoilers for practically everything, but
yeah, I mean,
You're a
people have
weirdo.
theorized that like they
You're a
might
weirdo.
use some
You're a
elements,
weirdo.
but this is
You're
this is
weirder
a
than
direct
a weirdo.
confirmation.
Spoilers, man.
you're a spoiler.
Meso does.
Oh, Mesa
Doesn't help
looks
your
at
weirdo.
spoilers for
Messo's
absolutely
also
everything.
a weirdo.
Yeah, it doesn't help your weirdo comment at all. That's about it. That's all we have for this week on the BrickFeed Podcast.
Okay.
Any last words, hints,
Hints?
complaints?
What are we
Words?
hinting
Okay.
toward?
Lego
Well-
inferior, Mega Bloks superior.
Okay, and
Hey,
heresy.
okay. Man, that's strike 3, man. Rounding out, like, we're rounding this podcast well and good.
I have to wonder what is going to be our new Triple T on the podcast.
That's interesting. I don't know. What are we going to talk
Oh,
about?
We don't
the tanker
need a
truck
replacement.
takedown?
And
Oh!
$5 gone.
Well, I mean, we got to find another set that's, like, we all want. I don't think there's another set quite like that coming out of Lego right now, honestly.
Well,
Can you think of a set that's, like, affordable that all of us desperately want?
I don't know about desperately
Temple
want,
of
but I do
Urges
want that
2.
Homecoming set.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Then you have, like, a set you're really looking forward to?
I also want the homecoming set with the vulture.
yeah, with the Vulture.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. That's 2 people. I'm okay. I want to get the Wonder Woman set. In fact, after this, I'm going to my Toys R Us and looking to see if they have the
Okay,
Wonder Woman set.
actually, that might be the one.
I also want the Wonder Woman set.
Wonder Woman
Yeah, 'cause-
Warrior Battle.
Yeah, Warrior Battle. It's Triple W. Wonder Woman Warrior Battle.
Yeah,
Okay.
Anyway, bye guys.
The Ares set, like the Ares giant fig, I feel like is
WWWB.
the best thing we have so far. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening in. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Barteran.
I'm Eljay.
I'm Ben.
And I'm purple.
And we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Shut the dog up.
Trust
This has
me,
been
I'd love to.
BrickFeed. Bye. Get out of here. It's over. Show's over. Leave.
Yeah, get out of here. If this is your first episode, unsubscribe now.